I think this will mark the longest time that we have been away from this property since coming out here. In fact, I really haven't spent more than a night away from here, aside from when I went to Texas that one time, and Shannon was here while I was there. So it's going to be about 5 or 6 days that no one's going to be here. I'm trying to do everything I can this morning to get things ready. We are going to take the Element with us and just park at the airport, but the truck will be hanging out here for a few days completely untouched. So I've got some solar lights in here just shining down. I'm going to leave the hood open like this. I also put another one of those electronic rodent repellents on top of the engine there, so hopefully that'll be all right. I also have one going inside the cab. I'm going to lock it up and keep my fingers crossed. You know, they don't really tend to bother with the truck as much. I'm usually more concerned about the Element.
Thank you for choosing United for your flight today.
Feels pretty good to be back. Today I am on my way up to Sebastopol, where GTRV is located. For the past few years, I've been managing like the social media stuff for GTRV. They just send me photos that they take of their vans, and then I try to edit them and come up with posts and keep them on a pretty regular schedule on Instagram and Facebook. And today I'm pretty excited because I'm actually going to get to like shoot some video. We're going to do some commercial style stuff and just try to get as much content as I can for them in the backlog that we can then use over the upcoming months. So I'm looking forward to reconnecting with them. I haven't seen them in a while. I haven't been back to California in, I don't know, like 2.5 years, since February of 2020. So definitely feels pretty nice to be back. I'm excited to be able to spend a week here, and I'm looking forward to it. There are a few places as beautiful as the Bay Area, and I just got to GTRV. I'm going to go check in with them. By the way, this is Shannon's mom's car. Thank you, Jane, for letting me use the car for the day, and it was a pretty good day. I got to spend a lot of time at GTRV. It was nice just to catch back up with them and see what they've been up to. I hadn't been back there in probably close to 3 years, so got to really dig into some of the stuff and the new things they've been working on. They just got a new CNC machine, so I got to check that out. They are working on a bunch of new vans. Things have changed a little bit because the NV200 is no longer being manufactured, so they're not really getting as many of those. But they are going to be branching out and trying the Ford Transit Connect into the future. They also had a Ford Transit electric van. It's probably like the first electric Ford Transit camper van in the country, and it should be done within the next couple of months. This video is in no way sponsored by GTRV or anything like that, but I have really enjoyed working with them over the past so many years, and I look forward to continuing to work with them, and I think they're a great company. They do some really good work and make some really awesome van conversions. I will put a link in the description below to their website so you guys can check them out. I'll also put a link in the description below to their Instagram, because over the next so many months, I'm going to be slowly sharing a lot of the footage that I got today and mixing it with some of the older stuff and just kind of creating some new, some new pieces of content. It has been a pretty amazing trip. I'm feeling very grateful and fortunate that I was able to come out here this time, and I forgot how much I liked the Bay Area and just being on the West Coast in general. Yesterday and the day before yesterday, I got 2 amazing surf sessions in. First time I've surfed in like 6 or 7 months. It was pretty awesome. Felt really good to get back in the water. Thanks, Joe, for joining me out there, letting me borrow boards and bringing me all around. It was awesome having someone to surf with as well. Joe is one of Shannon's co-workers, and really, really awesome. Looking forward to coming back out here and getting in the water again soon. And overall, it's just been great. We've had amazing weather. I mean, it's just been absolutely perfect. There's been very little fog. Temperature has been wonderful. Doing the touristy thing yesterday, we went down, to the wharf and did like Pier 39 and all that stuff. Just trying to enjoy it, trying to make the most of my time out here. I am flying back tomorrow, though, first thing tomorrow morning, and it'll be back to reality, getting back to work out in the desert. Shannon's mom just had this backyard all redone with this synthetic AstroTurf. Looks really awesome, and I was here when they did it. It was the first day that I was here, or the second day that I was here. So I got to watch it all and got a lot of inspiration, let's just say, and they have a ton of it left over. Jane was nice enough to let me keep some of this. Thank you, Jane. And now I just got to figure out how I'm going to get it all back to New Mexico. Shannon's family is coming to visit us in a couple of weeks in New Mexico. They're going to take the Sportsmobile and drive out, do some camping, hanging out on the property, helping out with some of the projects as well, I'm sure. And that definitely helps with figuring out how to transport it. I just have to get it small enough so that they can still fit in the van. I do have a plan for this. Like I said, I'm not going to go into too much detail. Some of you guys might be able to guess what I'm going to be using it for, but this is kind of a catalyst that's going to start this project. This turf is not cheap, guys, so definitely saves me, and it was just going to go to waste otherwise. And we're back. Now the last thing to do is just get back to the property and check on that. I don't think there's going to be any problems. I'm not expecting to see anything crazy, but there might be a couple surprises. Definitely plenty of things that could have gone into other things, and it was almost a week that I haven't been there, so let's go find out. Oh, for the most part, everything looks good. Nothing too out of the ordinary. The cabin's alright. Tiny house is fine. Truck looks good as well. Definitely have a lot of work to get started on now that I am back. It does feel pretty good to be back, but long road ahead. In a couple of days, the IKEA cabinets should be here for the tiny house, the whole kitchen. And then we actually have some cabinets for the loft as well, some shelving for up there. So I'm going to be building IKEA furniture for the better part of the next week, assuming that it does show up on time this time. And then from there, just sort of finishing things up. It's going to be a lot of trim work and everything, and all sorts of little things that I'll have to do over the next few weeks before we can move in. That'll all be part of the next video, though. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you all in the next one.